بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي. Hello brothers and sisters, how are you? In today's lesson I would like to show you how we can create and design our threefold card for our company or our business. So the first thing we have to do to go to Photoshop program and create new. Okay, and go to create new, and you can from here or from here, it's the same thing. After that, go to print and select A4 paper, and we want to make it landscape, portrait and landscape. So we want to make it landscape, so just click create. Okay, that's very good. The first thing we say, we said threefold, so it should divide into three parts. So how we can do it? Just go to view and go to new grid, new guide layout, and we can say we have three columns, and as you see here, the between we can say 0. The between, we don't need this line between them. And also we can change the rows for something like 4, and we can give it the getter rows, the between these lines we don't need. If you say, when we map, if we say 0.5, you see this kind of line. Anyhow, no problem. So just we can say 0. So click OK. The first thing that I have to do, or I want to do, to make a design just like I showed you before. So just like this I created before. So how we can do it? I want to make this line first. Okay, so I will make something like this, and after that I will put this one, and I will of course I can download a picture like this, or I can bring it my own. Okay, well, we will see together this one, no problem. Okay, so the first thing we are doing is to make like this shape. So the best way is to create from this one. Okay, from this pen tool. I will click here and click here and press shift key and click here. So this will be at 45 degrees. Okay, you can just click here and close it just like this. Anyhow, after that, what I want to do, I want to make a new layer. So I will make a new layer and right click and make a selection. Okay, for further selection I'll say 0 and click OK. After that, what I have to do, I have to go to paint tool, here, this one here, or I can use whatever I have. Okay, or even I can use brush tool. You see, I can use brush tool, but here the flow is 12%. I can make it 100%, and I will choose whatever color I want. The color is here. Okay, I can just make it any color that I want, maybe orange. If something like this, we see, we can paint it with that color. Okay, and after that I can just say Control D. You see, now I have a layer. I can change this layer. Yeah, I can change it, no problem. But if you look at here, this in 45 degree, but it's not to the corner. We can fix this one. Yeah, we can fix it, but I will leave it as it is now. For this one, after that, how can I make these shapes? As you see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shapes. We have 5 shapes here, and we have this kind of selection here. We have many things. So it's not our purpose is to make something exactly like this, but we see about the design. Okay, or we can make this one and an arc here, or anything. So let me make some shapes. I don't care about the distances, because I can change it at any time here. So maybe 400 by 400 is the same, the best choice, or whatever you are choosing. Okay, it's up to you. And after that, I'll close this one. And after that, I will copy some copies for that. So press Alt and copy it. As you see, the distance between them, we can arrange the distance and we can increase it, decrease it. As you see, 0.18 inches. After that, select both, and I want to change this one also. Yeah, I think, or I have to change this too, just like this. And again, if I want, I can make another one. It's just like this. Okay, after that, what I have to do, I have to select everything, bring it here, rotate it, just press shift, so it will, as you hear, the angle here, Control Z, angle will change 15 degree. The increment is 15 degree, or I can just write down here minus 45. After that, I will say I will arrange it just to this point, okay? Or I can make any design. It's up to you. So now I have this design here. Okay. What about this one? You see, what about this part? I can cut another part for this one. You see, here I can cut a part, or change the color. Let's say, let's name it. I can use polygonal laser tool, and from this point maybe press shift key so as to be straight, and to this point, and after that shift key so as to be parallel to that point. After that, it will not problem for us. As you see, now we have this part. Anyhow, so we have this one. I can what I can say, I can just right click, and before this one, from this one, and I can right click and cut or layer via cut. Okay, so I will get this new layer. Of course, I can change these layers, this layer color. The second one, you see, this is the first one, and this is the second one. I can use this one, or I can double click here to the right side, and to open up blending mode, I will use stroke. You see, so I can get this one, and of course I can, whatever I want, I can use it. Maybe this kind of design, or this one. So it should be the color that comes with this one, this orange color. So don't know, maybe I can use this one. Just click OK, and about the size, we can increase and decrease the sizes here. So I can increase the size and decrease the size, and of course I can give it the angle and the scale, opacity, if I don't want to be too hard. Okay, so I think this is okay, and of course I can use overlay color for this one, or maybe overlay pattern. We can go to pattern and scale it. whatever pattern you are using, this one using here, it's up to you. Or you can just say overlay. The opacity is I will put opacity 50%, so I can get the pattern overlay. And for the color, I will use something I don't know, maybe a different color for that, maybe red. And the pattern, maybe I can change the pattern to something like this, or maybe this one, whatever you want. It's up to your design. Okay, I'll leave it as this, so I'll not put overlay design. Okay, so I get the first thing. That's very good. And what about the picture? Let me bring first the picture. So for this I will download the picture. Okay, so I downloaded these two pictures. This is the first and this is the second. We see whatever is good for us. Let me first bring both of them. Let me bring this one, close it, and bring this one also, close it. Okay, we see which one is better. I'll hide this one first, and I will bring here this one here, and I see I'll decrease the opacity to something 550%, but because this is the proportion is this one is larger than this, it's better to bring a picture with a portrait, but I found this one no problem. We can arrange this one. After that I will arrange for to something like to cover everything, but it should be it's nicer to see the faces here. Okay, it's not to cut out here. Anyhow, we see this one double click. After that, what I have to do, I have to copy this layer to all these layers for the rectangles that I have, because I have to right click here and create mask clipping. As you see, here is just for this one. But when I say duplicate layer, okay, I take it up again. I have to click mask for all the layers that exist. Duplicate layer, okay, create mask clipping, duplicate layer, okay, take it up, create clipping mask, again duplicate layer, okay, take it up. So this procedure, it should be we have to repeat this procedure for all of the picture things that we have. I think now is nice, but as you see, is only the engineers are shown here. But if you bring the second one, let's try the second one with the same thing. We see which one is better. Double click, lower down the opacity to something like this. It should be match the as I said, we try to faces to be clear in the rectangles. If I say this one, maybe is better, but anyhow I will try to put them. I'll create some layers there, so duplicate layer, okay, duplicate layer, let's see, clipping mask, for all the things that we have. Yeah, again maybe we say duplicate layer. Okay, create clipping mask and duplicate layer. Okay, and create clipping mask. So we decide between these. This one or that one. I think that this one is better, so I will leave it as this one. So it's very good. Now what I have to do, it's nicer to make a border above these rectangles. So what I have to do, I have selected the first rectangle, double click to the right side, and I can just select stroke as you see here. But for this time, what I can do, I can say color, and I want to use a solid color, which is maybe we can use it with this color, maybe something like this. I think this is okay, but about the size we will leave it as maybe 12. Okay, so click OK. Again for this one, double click. Just for this time, just click stroke, and it will take all the parameters from the last one. So double click, stroke, OK. Double click, stroke, OK. For the others, double click here, stroke, OK, and double click here, stroke. I think now is much nicer than before. Even we can adjust this one. It's if we make it a little bit but not from here. This one what we can do, we can just double click of color overlay. From here, what we can do, from this color we can pick color from this one, so to be the same color for that, but I want to make it a little bit whiter, so it should be nicer now. Now it's better than before. Of course, this one maybe I could change by double clicking here and overlay. I can make also this one a little bit white. Anyhow, so that's very good for us. What about we made this one and this one? So what we can do now, we can make something like this here, okay, and we make this one also. Anyhow, so for this one we can bring some shapes, just like this. We can write here, and sorry, we can from here we can arrange the width, let's say 900 by something like 250 or 300, whatever is good. I think 250 is enough, and after that I'll put it in the middle for this one. Again, we can change color from here, whatever color we want. Or maybe if we make it a bit smaller, maybe like this, just to be fit inside, or it doesn't need. Anyhow, it's not important, so not so much important to making this one. Okay, we can delete this one, no problem. And how we can do it, we can from layer just double click, or I don't know it's nice or not. Anyhow, we can delete this one. Yes, we will separate by another way. So how can I separate this one from that one? So it's pretty easy. I will select, I'll make a selection here, and after that what I have to do, I will go to make a gradient map. Okay, as you see here, I can do like this, or I can delete the gradient map. Yes, and the gradient map also. Make this one. From here I can use gradient tool. So I will click from this one to maybe this side here. By the way, I have to make a new layer, and I will click here to this point. As you see now, it's just like this. After that, I will double click, or before this one, from here, when I use gradient, sorry, click here, gradient tool, as you see here, I can just click here and change this one. Just click here and make it the opacity is 0%. You see, let's click OK and select make a new layer, and after that go with this, click and shift press shift key so as to be straight, and just like this. I think now is good. As you see now, it's separated between these 2 points. Okay, after that we can write our writings, or maybe if I want, I can make a curved shape like here. How can I make curved shape? I can just click outside first. I can click and drag. You see, click and drag. For clicking and drag, usually a curved shape. Or if I don't want, I can just press shift key so as to be just like shift key, and after that another shift so as to be 45 degrees to come with this one, and click here again to be like this here. Click it, click outside, and click here. You see, it's just like this. After that, we can, if we want, we can move this one to the top or to the bottom, or we can move this point. You see, we can make these points curved by clicking and pressing shift key. After that, we can do many things that if we want. Anyhow, after that, right click, make a selection 0, and from now what I can do, I can go to select and transform selection, so I can get this one. You see, I can now transform my selection, or if I want, I can Control Z, I can press shift key, so it should be in one direction. My selection will be in one direction. Anyhow, what we can do now, we can go to make a new layer, and again paint it with new layer. About the color, I can use whatever color I want. It's not important. Control D. So now I have this kind of decor. if I want to make this one larger, it's pretty easy. I can just make a selection maybe till this point. Okay, after that I will make a selection, so I will not, it will not get out this line again. I can go to this layer and paint it. Control D. It's just like this. Anyhow, what we have here, this one, the my mobile number, how we can do it, it's pretty easy. I'll show you how we can do it. Also, we can do it from this side. If you have a text, if you have a link, or if you have a call number, you can just write here 0094 759, whatever you have. Okay, I will not put my the rest. Okay, whatever you have. So this one, after that, just click save and bring it to your design. As you see, I made with that one. After that, we have these icons. How I can bring it, it's again, let me make this one strike also. Double click here to the right side, make a stroke, and this one, I can change to something like this one. Maybe I can increase the size and decrease the opacity. Of course, I can increase and the scale, or maybe the angle. Anyhow, so about the icons, how can I bring the icons? From open, file open, where I saved my icons here, 1 2 3 and 4. Open all of them. It's better to bring PNG files, but anyhow, you can bring, if you don't have PNG, you can bring whatever you have, phone number and site. So I'll arrange all of them. I'll make it the same size, all of them. The first thing I'm putting is the phone number. Okay, I'll put phone number first. Right click. If you don't want to make like this, you can just select the layer and lock it. I'll make a Facebook account. It's nicer to be the same size. Okay, so for this we can just bring a ruler here, put it here, and another one is here, so I can make the same size. After that, select this one and make it the same size. Of course, this one also. And of course we have to arrange the distance between them. After that, go to text. This is the phone number, so whatever you have the phone number, put it here. After that, link to the Facebook account, or maybe is nicer to put email account or email first. Okay, so email account. And if it's too large, we have to decrease the size. I'll make the same line. We can't do the call number is larger than the other, but anyhow, and here we have to bring our site link. I have to take it up a little bit so as to be the same distance. So anyhow, no problem. We did this. What we have y as, and because this is the first one, we have the first page will be, so I will put here the company name, let's say EP company. We can make it larger. Of course, I can change the text or the font for anyone that I prefer. There are many fonts you can download if you don't have a good font, so whatever you want, whatever you see is good for your company. Let's try this one maybe, or this one. So this one. After that, I want to put my logo here. So again, from file, I can bring it open. If you look at, I don't have here, so I will bring it in another place. So I will brought my logo. I can put in here or here. It's according to my design. I don't need these two anymore, so I can click and bring it to the right side. So that's very good. But you see, I have this one here. Maybe is not nice for me to end from this one, or I can leave it like this. You have to be careful for this one. So this EP company, and I will copy this one and make it like this, so I can give it like a design. What we have here our jobs. We can write here our jobs or our works. it's nicer to change the font, and it will not be the same with the company name. Can I use this one? Of course I can. I have to make it smaller. I'll leave this one open, and I'll copy this one by pressing Alt key and copy this one. Control A, contact as, if you want like this, or if you want in capital letter, but it's nicer to be the same thing. So anyhow, no problem. After that, you have to write your jobs here and here, and this like it works like a separator. So how can how I have to make these lines, you see, so as to separate between the first page and the second page. We can do it very easily, but first of all I want to change the background. You see, in the background, I will double click here to open this one, and after that I'll say overlay, and I get something came with that color I have, maybe these two or any kind of color. Anyhow, so I'll say okay and another okay. Maybe if I make from this side is better. What I can do now, I can make a new layer. Is layer 11, but I will take it to the top of all layers. So layer 11, and from here gradient tool again. What I want to choose, maybe this one. I can change the color from here, by the way, or this one I can. Let me try this color. I think it's not nice, so I will make it brighter. But as you see here, this is the white color. So what I have to do, I have to click here, and from this point I want to change opacity to 0. So click OK, click here, drag it, shift key, so I can make it like this. Control D, and if I make from this point, I make a new layer from this point and drag it like this, you see it will affect all the pictures that I have. I can lower down the opacity, but I think it's not nice, so that's why I'm selecting shapes here. You see, I'm selecting here, so that's why I'm making selection. Again, the same procedure. Click here, gradient tool, from this point shift to that point. You see, it's just like this. If it's top of this one, we can just take it down. This is the layer 0, the layer that we created. Of course, if it's underneath, it will be on the rest. Let me try this one like this. You see the difference. So I think it's good enough, and what we can do, we can just add some other information, our jobs, our things, and after that we can finish our design. So this is all for today. Hope you enjoyed. Thank you very much.